Good morning, dear ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Friday program, Special People of Cyprus. And today I'm really excited to introduce you the exceptional guests of our island. The wonderful duet of two amazing musicians, Denis Sazanov and Kateryna Agieieva. I would like to present you this D&K duet today. Dear Kate, dear Denis, welcome to our program. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much for the invitation. It's amazing.
We are really glad to welcome such guests on our island, and we know that it is not your first time here. You have a couple of concerts here, right? Mm-hmm. First of all, we would like to ask how did you reveal music in your life, how you discovered this art, because it is known that it is very tough job to be a musician.
Yeah, it's a big deal for us. What about me? Me first. I was born on my family are very musical. My dad is playing on guitar. My mother is teacher of in music school. She's playing perfect on piano, classic piano, and my sister singing. And we singing together, all the family, in any celebrations or some traditional evenings meeting. We just singing or listening some music. So that's why I was born in musical family. And when I was born, I listening Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston when I was a child. So that's why for me, it's I think first step is family.
As for me. I was born not in a musician's family, but from childhood I was interested in music. My grandparents had a lot of vinyls with Soviet artists and when I was 6, I listened to Vladimir Vysotskyy's song. It was my first experience that impressed me, and after that I was listening to rock music, and this created my first impression about music, and I can feel something more in this art, and I would love to learn how to do it, how to play some instruments, and first it was like not so big parts of my life, but after that I realized that I would like to continue to move in this direction, and I found the good way of impressing myself and discovering myself through the music.
And I know one secret about Denis.
Can you share it?
Because he started not with guitar exactly.
Yeah, it was a folk instrument when I came to the music school, and
Sorry.
when you go to school, to the music school, I was told that my hands are too small, and I need to start with some other instruments. Maybe the teacher had another reason. Yeah, and I play the Russian folk instrument domra.
Domra.
Yeah,
it's first.
Yeah, but after that I was struggle to play just on the guitar. And after that I've graduated music school and Dnipropetrovsk Music College, and after that Conservatory of Glinka as a classical guitarist. But during this time I like rock music, and how I would like to know how to improvise, how to express yourself through the modern styles of music. So the logical way of continuing my education, I chose jazz music, how to create my own experience, and how to learn how to create your own music.
Yourself, yeah.
and yourself, of course.
Can you tell also, you're performing like the duet, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell how your duet was born? How did you decide to launch such a project and perform together? You're performing jazz, right?
Yeah, first we perform in jazz, and after that, and pop and lounge and cover. But first it was jazz, because we meet. It was made in a conservatory, and Denis invited me and just, Kate, can you please come? We just discussed something, and we didn't know each other, like guitar player and vocal, just looking for on the stage here, you know. And after that we just, can you please rehearse with me and something, do it, maybe we just can make a duo. And I said, for me, yeah, it's good, because I haven't experience with duo, and it's for me very interesting. Yeah, and jazz, and it's really good decision to make a duo, because it's only two persons, and we can make everything just me and Denis, so it's cool. And when we just started, it was jazz, it was really soul music, what we like, just started with some material what we like. So, and we was born in in what time we was born?
It was 2014, and we start from learning some famous tune with particular arrangement. So it was the first experience for me to play in a duo, because guitar is interesting instrument, and you have different different opportunities to play in this instrument. So when you play in combo or in small ensemble, the guitar has play one role.
Yeah.
And when you play with a duo, so you need to play comping like a wall band, like you need to play the bass line, the comping, maybe some melody, and keep it in time. So it's different, quite
a lot of targets.
quite difficult, yeah, but very interesting.
Can you tell more about that art of improvisation? As far as I understood, it is what appealed here in jazz, that ability to reflect what is inside you, to express yourself. And how do you do that through improvisation of jazz, both playing guitar and in vocal as well?
For me, jazz was a music. So I started to learn jazz when I didn't really know what is it. So it was like the door, and like opportunity to find out how the music works and how the improvisation works, because it's like in the spoken language. So when you speak, it's totally different when you read some correct text.
Yeah.
So it's for example like classical music. So when you play classical music, you have not so many possibilities to impress yourself. Of course, classical players maybe they think another way, but I think nowadays in 21st century, when you have internet, when you have connection to all information what you need, and the most important and the most famous classical pieces, you can find such a lot of interpretations of these
That's
pieces,
true, yeah.
and it creates a lot of difficulties for musician. To make something new in these pieces, and for me, it's jazz is about to be in the moment and to play. And communicate with other musicians, and to try to feel free as in a spoken language. So it's
like conveying your thoughts freely through the language of music while being on stage.
Yeah, it's like learning deep into language and learn how it works and trying to speak freely in this language.
Yeah, for me, jazz it's so cool. And when I started, I didn't know what this jazz. I just learned some songs of Ella Fitzgerald, and I liked. And wow, I can to sing in these songs, and I really like to sing in. And a lot of people, wow, you're a jazz singer, and I. Maybe, but I don't know my way. And after that, when I started learning jazz, I had some really good teacher. She had very good education, Ukrainian education, and she gave me some things. She gave me first step, and after that, wow, jazz. And I'm just listening because I didn't know my voice was no jazz but smooth, and I was need just listen a lot of material to just to make it for me, for myself, what I want, what I have, what I like on the such styles, because jazz is really, and first jazz is improvisation. I'm vocalist. It's really different because instrumentalists have really good how to say, not materials but really good knowledge. Vocalist, it's I would like to change this one, and when I will speak with somebody, and when they ask me, "Oh, you're vocalist," I will speak. No, I know all what in instrumentalist, because
it's about the music theory, I think.
Yes, music theory is first when you want to improvisation, have a good improvisation. It's sound, it's knowledge, it's theory, it's really your physical things. Ears is really important, because you need to just listen each other and listen to harmony to improvisation. Yeah, so for me it was wow. And of course, for first steps for people who want to sing in just improvisation, but didn't know how is it, you need just listening and maybe repeat some phrasing of really famous improvisations. Listening Chet Baker or something really famous, just composers and another. So first it's listening and just proof. Jazz for me, it was 4 years. After that, I just I would like to understand more. Now I just learning theory, and it's a lot of information. It's it's musical language. Jazz, it's really symbols language to understand. It's really important, and improvisation will be good.
So oral skills, theoretical knowledge, it is what needed for good improvisation, right? That is what behind that magical art of improvisation.
Yeah.
As well as, of course, you need to have certain inner feeling and some thoughts, inner voice as well, right? To reproduce something interesting. What about anxiety, which sometimes some musicians, as far as I know, classical musicians, they need to sometimes they really feel anxious when being on the stage, because it is a lot of stress. You need to perform there, everything in detail, and everything should be concise and beautiful. What would be your advice maybe to aspiring musicians, to those people who want to perform on stage, how to really cope with that feeling in order to make beautiful things on the stage?
I think it's about the balance. All the things in our life is about the balance, and for example, for jazz improvisation, it's like balance between the theory, because jazz becomes like knowledge. You can find a lot of theoretical stuff, and everybody who can learn some concepts are teaching on the YouTube and say how they do some things, but sometimes these concepts are just the concepts. So it's the big distance between effortless using this knowledge and between just knowing the concept. Okay, so I know about music theory, but if you can't apply it into your playing, this knowledge is useless. So you need to work properly with balance of your right right brain and left brain. So to use your creativity and to use the knowledge in such a way when you don't think about it. So it's a good way to learn something new from yourself and how because for me when I was when I started to learn jazz, I was pretty old. I think it's 21. I was 21 years old, and when I started to find some information about it and how can I learn it and how can I learn it fast? But this not working because when you want to have results and good results in a short time, it's just impossible. So I think it's good when the children start playing in the early age and they can find a good teacher for them and they are living in some consistencies that can help to build their education and they can copy how other musicians do it and they can learn it faster and they don't understand there is no difficulties for the kids when they learn something. It's
they didn't know
like language. So when kids grows up and he learn some language, it doesn't matter which language. Yeah, it's Chinese language or Russian, and after that we call this language is more difficult than other.
Yeah, and. What more? It's experience. When you have a lot of experience on the stage, good experience, bad experience, really different experience with bad sound or no or better. So experience is really important because when you have only one concert in a year, it's really you just. Concentrate all of your energy for this concert. If you have really every day or one on the week or you have some really your channel in YouTube and you singing or playing for YouTube and every week you can put this and people can see you. So it's really important for artists because we need to improve our energy. It's really when I for example, when I see some stage, when I did know what is the stage, what it will be on the results of concert or something, and I'm going to the stage and I speak with the stage. Okay, stage, I'm working hard. I would like to sing on this stage and just relax. Can you please help me with this? And stage is like energy, and when you go in on one stage every time, it's like it's like church, little church for you. And in church you just keep your energy and just listening music and just create. And of course artists, it's masters of creating energy, music, everything. So that's why it's really interesting and it consists in really good things, mainly things, and of course experience I think is really important.
It's so beautifully said that the stage is like a church. Really. Well, let's talk about that spiritual dimension of music. There is one film which is called La Passion d'Augustine. It is a Canadian film, and the main character of that film, the Mother Augustine, she tells that music is like a prayer sometimes. And to her students in that film, she tells that while you perform music, you are like communicating to the God to some extent. So what is music for you? And speaking about that spiritual dimension and aspect of music.
I think that it's very hard to talk about the things that they are not exist in material life. Yeah, and when we use our language is also not perfect to impress ourselves and how be more clear for other people and how to explain some feelings. So our language is about trying to express our feelings to the other, to the world.
Universally.
Yeah. So the music is also like universal language, but without words. And how the sound works, what you feel inside yourself when you reach the inner peace of yourself, and it's what did you ask before about the stressful feeling when you play some concert. So it's all I think it's all become from fear, and when you try to find the peace on the stage when you're performing any music, you try to find the answer. What is the fear? What is the root of this fear? And how can I remove it from yourself? And you try and to find and to learn your motives. Why are you doing this? And there is one very good book by Kenny Werner. It's American jazz pianist, Effortless Mastering. Yeah, and he writes about these things, about the fear, about our first experience when we were kids, and when we just starting to play the music, and when we were loved in this kind of art, and when there is not right or wrong, so you just feel some energy, and you feel it's like the way of expressing yourself, but the system of education, like any other system,
strategy,
it's have the borders, and it's very important for the person, for musician, to create your own religion in this music, and to find your own way to explain the word to yourself, and to explain the music for yourself, and to find your own concept when you can be more free, and to leave the fears behind, and just doing what you love, and love what you do.
Yeah. And you can play also 5 notes here, and it will be just like meditation. You need to prove to playing and singing as like you wish. It's like, and you are master, so it's first. So you don't need to change the color, because people every time can say you don't do it, you're not musician, or sometimes you just, oh, this concert was no good, maybe I'm not musician, or something like this, so that's why just relaxing time, just playing and singing as like meditation. Meditation, I think it's really important for all the artists and for people too, because when you just concentrate your energy, and you can speak with yourself, with your really center of yourself. So it's really important, because it's really can change your mind. And now Denis give me some really good new book for me, because Kenny Werner it was first. It's really good book. Next is Joe Dispenza. So it's really cool, because in this book I open myself, and we just speaking about these themes every day, because it's helpful for our music. And
what is this book about?
Actually, this book about meditation, but he explained this meditation through the scientist concepts.
Okay.
And he explains how our brain works, how our brain connected to our body, which chemical process goes in our bodies, and how our body react to our thoughts, and why our thoughts at the end can be material.
Yeah, for example, I was on a classical class, and my teacher said me when I sing in really higher notes, it's like the third octave, and I was like this. My face was so stressful, and she said me, no, Kate, please don't do it. You need to relax because your body have member and. When you have this one and you have on this time mistake, so your energy and your body memories this, and you need to just relax. Yeah, mistake. Okay, just do it. Keep moving, and go to the next step. So that's why body, emotional, and really good. Big things need to be in just to relax, but relax. It's really how to say. It's hard to have really balance. But balance, it's flexibility. So that's why flexible is really good.
You talked about inner peace, which is very needed for musicians to cope with anxiety and to improvise freely and create music. What about such peaceful and serene place as Cyprus? We know that you are not the first time here.
Yeah.
How do you feel about our island? And what can you please share your impressions?
I really like Cyprus because the nature is. It's a very good way to find a lot of energy. So there is a beautiful sea, beautiful mountains, and when you just go, and a lot of historical places.
Yeah.
And when you visit in the nature, when you just walking, just watching what's happened. It gives you a lot of energy that you can use after that.
That helps you to improvise better or to perform better?
It's like connection. It's not about just improvising. And improvising is not the particular goal. It's I think the inner peace. It's like all you do.
Basis.
It's like the way of life. So when you try to find this balance, you can't be well balanced in one area, but in other areas you are without this balance. So if you want to find this balance, it's like everyday art, not work, but art, to keep your mind and thoughts clear and. To be in the peace with yourself, and after that, it's like a habit. You do it day by day, and you can see that your life is changing, and your minds, your thoughts are changing, and the world is very friendly to you.
Yeah, in Cyprus, really friendly people, a lot of friendly people, open people, so it's amazing. And most of all, I like in Cyprus, it's sun and energy. Here is so relaxed. After Cyprus, I can't move in German or Ukraine. I can't move more, because Cyprus, it's really, people smiling for you, and they know danger for me. So to sing in on the stage in Cyprus is really big honor, and because people singing with you, when you see a smile or applause or something, it's really good. So sun in Cyprus, the sea and mountains, it's really amazing. You just walk in and just wow, you just keep this one, all like very, very, very good moon or something, It's really good energy place, but we're so relaxed, so careful with the relax.
Do not relax too much, dear friends.
Not too much.
Well, do we have, as citizens of Cyprus, do we still have chance to listen to your duet while you are here? Will you have some more concerts, maybe?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday?
Yeah, next Tuesday in Café de Le Mans.
All right.
At 8 o'clock on the evening. Let's come.
All right, so dear ladies and gentlemen, let's not miss such marvelous opportunity to listen to DNK Duo, who are performing next Tuesday in Café de Le Mans restaurant. Very nice setting, very friendly environment, and of course, these guys will really enrich your evening with beautiful tunes of music. Thank you very much, dear Denis, dear Kate.
Thank you so much,
Thank you very
Taliya.
much.
That was really very inspiring conversation, and we are really very pleased to welcome such exceptional guests in our program and in Cyprus in general. Dear ladies and gentlemen, go global, living local. Stay with Cyprus Observer. Bye bye.